Hola, gringos y gringos, and welcome to
Gringos R Us.
Expats with a Plan.
I'm Mark.
I'm Gina.
And we are the bestest in Mexico. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Terry.
Like they said, they are the bestest in Mexico. Mexico's newest YouTube channel. Coming up next. Welcome back. Like we said, the best is in Mexico, YouTube's newest Mexican channel. We want to get another opportunity here to introduce you to Lisa and Terry. They've been subscribers of ours from the very beginning.
Hi, Terry and Lisa. So, thank you so much for being on our channel. And we love to introduce new people to our audience. And we want to hear about, one, how did you get started doing a YouTube channel? And two, what made you choose Puerto Vallarta?
We decided to move to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico about 2 years ago. We started our plan. And from then on, we took some of your guys' advice of previous videos, downsize early. And Mark says, get a dumpster. And that was the hardest thing for us to do. Not hard for her, but hard for me. I'm a pack rat, so.
No, you're a hoarder.
Yeah, I'm a hoarder.
It seems that in every relationship, there is one that doesn't have the problem throwing stuff in the dumpster, and the other is but I might need that 5 years from now.
I hang
me.
my head in shame.
Yeah, I'll confess.
I sympathize and empathize.
Yes.
So, you started your downsize. You already knew you were coming. What made you choose Puerto Vallarta?
Well, her parents had a timeshare in PV on one of the resorts for 35 years. And we've been coming for the last 10. And just the people, the food, the culture, that's something we fell in love with real easy. And we started thinking we both wanted to retire early. And we were able to do that. We both just turned 60 last year. And we both just decided, you know what? We're not getting any younger. Bones are not getting any better.
No.
So let's go to some warmth. And that's how we finally made it to Mexico.
And was it an easy transition for you?
For me, it was not, because friends, family, grandkids, that was the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, leaving our grandchildren is tough.
Yeah.
That is really tough.
But you can always introduce them to a whole new way of life here in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that, if you think about it, we didn't get to do when we were kids. So you're giving them an adventure that probably most kids outside of Mexico never get to experience. So, and not just going to Mexico on a vacation, but going to Mexico and seeing the real Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a huge difference. You guys being in Puerto Vallarta, you get to see a little bit of both because, well, that is a destination spot.
Yes.
But away from those hotels, it's a totally different town.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And that's something I have friends, coworkers that always went to Mexico, but they went to Cancun and they were resort.
Yes.
That's all they did. They never ventured out, and they always asked me, was it safe? Well, like I always say, I feel safer going to Mexico and the mountains, excursions, than I do going to Chicago.
Oh, gosh, yes.
And
Yes.
got a track record.
Yes, absolutely.
So moving down here wasn't a big issue. It's just leaving the family and friends. That was the hardest part.
And family and friends. Okay, so Lisa, you have a really interesting story about family and what
I do.
kind of urged you to do a YouTube channel.
Yes, I do. I discussed it with my oldest granddaughter about having a YouTube channel so for my family and friends, so we could see so they could see what we're doing and everything. And she said, "Yes, Nana, that is a good idea. Because we want to know what you're doing all the time." She was, "I will help you set it up. I will help you, edit it and everything. Just let me know. You call me anytime you need help, and I'll walk you through it." So our YouTube channel was created, with the help of my granddaughter, and for our family and friends to view and see what we're doing, and
That's amazing.
and whatever happens
That's
beyond
awesome. That's awesome. And you have the benefit of, let's face it, you have the benefit of youth and their knowledge of technology
Oh, tell me
to
about
help
it.
you with this, right?
When in
Yes.
doubt, ask a teenager.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
That's really cool. And it's interesting again about leaving the grandchildren behind. So we do have grandchildren too.
Mhm.
And his mother gave me this wonderful idea. His mother, when it was time for each of her grandchildren to turn 10, she said to them, I will take you someplace, anywhere you want to go. You tell me where, and it'll just be a trip for us. So she took one person to one city. She took the another grandchild to another city. She said, you should do that with your grandchild. So, of course, my grandchild, being technology savvy,
Mhm.
she's going to be turning 10 this year. She's on Messenger, and I'm messaging her, and I'm saying, you know, Gigi wants to take you anywhere you want to go. As long as it's someplace we can get to within a day, we can take an airplane or drive. I'm going to take you. You tell me where you want to go. Do some homework. Look up where you want to go.
Yeah.
Well, she comes back with Paris, France. Okay. I said, okay, well, you know, how about like maybe Toronto, maybe Niagara Falls, maybe New York City, maybe Washington, D.C., maybe Mexico, right? And I think it's wonderful to involve them. And if you can introduce them to the culture here,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you'll see them. They'll be here.
Our two oldest. They're already making plans next summer.
Yeah.
Well, actually this summer to fly down.
We're gonna come see you, Nana and
Yeah.
Papa. We're gonna come see you now.
Yeah.
As soon as you get settled, we'll be there.
So,
We're like, okay.
and the adjustment since you have arrived, has it been easier than you thought?
It still seems like a vacation.
Uh,
You know, it's one of these where, like, my coworkers always ask, well, what does it feel like? I go, every day feels like Saturday. I
Yep.
mean, it's retired. I'm in beautiful country.
yes.
The weather's outstanding.
no snow.
No snow.
Yeah.
Good food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing food. Yes.
Yes.
Amazing food.
And
Amazing
the
margaritas.
People, the people make it so much easier to live down here.
The people.
They're warm,
Yeah.
welcoming.
Very, very community oriented.
Yes.
It's
definitely.
something that
Family
you
driven.
almost feel like that's missing.
Yeah.
And then you come here and it's almost like getting love bombed by someone.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
It's reinvigorating.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that since we have made the move across the border, we actually have more energy to want to engage with people.
Mhm.
Whereas on the other side of the border, what we found was we were putting ourselves further and further into the side of the cocoon because nobody wanted to interact. No one talks anymore.
That's true.
No, and definitely no one listens anymore. You have some people who are talking, but the people that listen, they're not out there anymore. They
Yeah,
just want to
exactly.
be heard, but they don't want to hear.
Yes.
It's the energy there is the opposite flow. It's like an introvert loses their energy when they're in a large crowd of people after a while. Like
Yeah.
your battery drains. But when you come here, it's the opposite.
Oh, God.
It just
yes.
fills you up.
Yeah.
You know,
It does.
it does. And so you're here,
Yes.
and this is like this exciting adventure for you.
It is.
And you
It is.
came to this event. So we are in San Miguel de Allende right now because we put together with Ernie Baca from Retired Life No Bull. We pulled together this YouTube meet and greet situation, and you guys came
Oh,
Yes.
We
from
wouldn't have
Puerto
missed it for the world.
Vallarta. I mean, like they
Yes.
flew here, and we're so glad you're here.
we follow a lot of you
we
guys.
are
and
so
that-
glad
that-
to be here.
That helped us with the transition to how to plan it,
Yeah.
what to look forward to.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah,
now,
we showed a lot of what not to do.
Yeah.
I mean, there was oh yeah, if you don't do this, well, then you're gonna make a second trip. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
true, but you're here now. And what's great is you are on YouTube
Yeah.
and you're sharing your journey. And your
Yes.
journey is not the same journey as other people's journey. Like
Yeah.
it's a different thing. And it's really good to get that perspective. You're going to be influencing and inspiring other people.
yeah, exactly.
How does that make you feel?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to screw up and put someone in the wrong direction. You know.
No.
But
But-
no, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, but you get to share your good and your bad.
Yes, our
Mhm.
story.
Right?
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
that's the most important thing is being honest with the people, and that means you do show this worked. Well, you know what? This didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And if you help somebody avoid making the same mistake, you know what? That feels good.
And
So
that's that. Yes. because that would help them.
Yeah,
If one of our videos helps someone else,
Yeah.
that's
Definitely.
wonderful.
That's the whole
because
game
your
plan.
videos and all the other YouTubers we follow helped us in our journey as
Oh,
far
yeah.
as starting, getting our residency, all that stuff. So yes, what
And-
to do and what not to do, like you
Because if
said.
you think you're going to retire on the money you're going to make from YouTube, I got news for you,
Yeah.
folks. Ain't happening.
No, this is a project of passion,
Yes.
Mhm.
and it's also just giving back to a community. Is what it is.
Showing what they have to offer.
Yeah, I mean, and it's part YouTube community and part community that you reside in. The YouTube community part is, well, we're here because we watched a lot of other people's videos. And now we're here sharing our experiences, and we're meeting other YouTubers, and we're sharing ideas and experiences with each other. That's community, and we support each other. And then you have the community you live in.
Yes.
And that's a very strong element of living in Mexico.
Mhm.
Is community. I don't feel like we had it before, and now we're here and we do. And so, what's your experience moving in with your community and adjusting to the people that live around you?
Right now, we're renting a Airbnb, and it's a high rise in central part of Mexico, PV, and that's where all the cruise ships come in. So right now, we haven't had a chance to put our roots in the community
Right.
because everyone in there is all either tourists like us,
I see.
like we were.
And we haven't been here that long.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's
And-
true.
we didn't get into the 14.
Our idea
so.
when we first moved to PV was to get into Cinco de Diciembre, more community-oriented area, so we can build that relationship with the locals and that. Over the years, we've made friends that we've got to know that are residents of here, and that alone helped make this whole transition a lot better.
I keep forgetting that you haven't been here that long.
Yeah.
So of course, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So of course you are in an Airbnb.
Right.
Mhm.
So how are you navigating potential rental opportunities? Are you looking, or are you just kinda-
We were. The host that we're at now is willing to rent to us long term.
Nice.
Yes.
So we're good about that. So we'll be signing that lease probably next month, which will be nice
Awesome.
because
And
we
it-
like where we're at and it's local enough where we just take the bus or whatever.
And it
Yeah.
kind of makes it easier when you have 7 suitcases.
Oh Lord.
So when we
I
came
wish
down,
it was only 7.
we came down, we both had
Six suitcases.
6 suitcases and
His
my
golf clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big golfer, so PV hit the spot for me because the fishing, the golf courses. I think there's 6 golf courses in that area
Wow.
that I have access to go play.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, it's
I
that-
did not realize.
you know when we made our checklist, the wants and the needs. Well, that was a need for me.
golf was a need.
Because I get out and do some exercise, get some sun. So,
I'm so sorry, honey.
Hey,
He sold his clubs.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also the fact that my father was born in Mexico. So I'm trying to get dual citizenship.
Ooh.
So being close to where he wasn't born in Puerto Vallarta, he was born in Michoacan. So I'm trying to get all the information to do that. So that kind of helps too. And he loved Mexico and everything. So once I get all that, finding his birth certificate and everything, I could become a dual citizenship. I'm hoping.
That
That's a
brings
struggle
up-
though.
Brings up a question.
Okay.
How's your Spanish?
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yes,
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Un poquito.
Okay.
It's a work in progress. Good thing my mother's here with me right now. She's helping me.
Very good.
We
Or
planned
Google
on,
Translate.
We planned on trying to learn Spanish, before we got down there, but everything was like a whirlwind.
It went so fast.
Changing positions at my work, both planning to retire, downsizing, and it's like, well, I always thought what better way to learn Spanish is get into the communities, and
Learn her first
we
hand.
might make them laugh by chopping up some words, but live and learn is what I always said. So we're definitely going to make that effort to learn Spanish because it goes a long way, I feel, with the community.
absolutely. And if you're interested in learning Spanish, we have a tip for you. It's called Expat Spanish. That's what Gina and I are using, and it has really helped our Spanish a lot.
Okay.
So if you're looking to take a class, highly recommend Expat Spanish.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. She basically teaches you the phrases that you really are going to use every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you're at the grocery store, when you're at a mercado, when you're ordering something at a restaurant. So it was very helpful. I'm better than I was. Let's just say that. For sure.
We hope that you enjoyed this little bit of time with the Besses in Mexico, and hope that you go over and check out their channel, subscribe to them, help them get going, and enjoy their journey
Please do.
as you get to see them go from newbies here in Mexico to full-time residents.
Indeed. We are Gringos Are Us.
Expats with a plan.
Remember,
We're
we're
doing
doing
it.
it. You
You can
can too. Hasta la próxima.
Adios.